I debated for a long time whether or not I was going to make this video. And the reason I debated so long was because I knew the ramifications behind a video like this being made, because I feel like it may offend some people back home where I live. So I went back and forth for a long time. I was like, should I make it? Should I talk about it? I just don't know, man. Like, I just feel like I don't want to offend nobody, but at the same time, I don't feel like I should be restricted in speaking my truth and how I feel, because how I feel is how I feel. You know what I mean? The truth is the truth, I feel like, despite how you feel about it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna talk about it, man, and I'm gonna do my best not to be disrespectful of anyone's situation. I'm gonna do my best to not to offend anyone, that's pretty much impossible these days. But at the same time, I'm just gonna speak how I feel, and if you know, it is what it is. That's just what we're gonna do. We with the shits. It's just that simple. You come to a point in your life, man, where you at a crossroads, and that crossroad is you continue upon the path that you on that's going to take you away from the complacency that you were at. You continue upon the path that's going to continue to bring more money, more productive things in your life, you know, better situation for your family, just elevating in general. It's a new path. You ain't never been down this joint before. Everything, you know what I'm saying, it's some fear that goes with it. But you believe that if you go down this path, it leads to a better life. It leads to happiness. Or you veer back to the right and you go back down that same road that you've been down multiple times, where you talk a good talk and you speaking on shit that you on Facebook quotes and Instagram quotes and quotes that you didn't Google, and you keep talking a good game, but you continue to do the same shit. You continue to hang with the same people, and you continue the same trends that has gotten you nowhere and pretty much got you running laps in the same circle that you've been running in for the past 5 years, 10 years, your whole adult life, really. If I'm being 100, you know what I mean? So, and it just gets so scary, man, because to go down that new path means cutting people off. It means pulling yourself away from certain people. And I'm not just talking about strangers. I'm not talking about people that, you know, you just see on Facebook or whatever. I'm talking about people that some people that you didn't grow up with, some people that got the same blood as you, some people that you consider close friends, you know what I mean? And what happens is you get scared, so you stay there. You stay put. You don't choose either one. You dibble and you dabble. You make some moves that progresses you forward, but you still continue to hang on to those old things that ain't really getting you nowhere. Those old people that really ain't doing anything for you. Not so much as far as like gifting things or giving you anything, but just people who aren't adding productive vibes, I guess, for lack of a better term, to your life. People that you really ain't talking about nothing to. People that are just there just to be there. They're just taking up not so much space, but they're just there just to be there, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I have been in that place since I've been in trucking. When I came into trucking, as you all know, if you've been watching, I was at a place where I was just so happy to be out of struggle. You know what I mean? Like, even when I first got into trucking, I wasn't making a lot of money by trucker terms, but I was making so much more than what I was making when I first came into trucking. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was it immediately separated me financially from a lot of people back home. I mean, just like that. Your first year in trucking does that, just that fast. It's mind-boggling. And that either speaks to how great the money in trucking is, or how fucked up your situation was before you came into trucking. And the thing I struggle with is just like, I'm not so much better than these people. I'm not better than anyone besides the person I was yesterday, but it's just like, I'm thinking different. You know, the same things that the things that used to be my vice before, not my vice anymore. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. I don't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you get to a point where it drives you crazy because it's just like you don't want to let that shit go. You don't want to let those people go, so you hold on and you hold on and you hold on and you waste time, because that's all you're doing. Every minute, every second that you hold on to those bad habits or those old things that ain't doing nothing for you is a second wasted on a newer situation, a more productive situation, a new relationship that you may find. And when I say relationship, I don't mean marriage and just someone you fucking. I mean friendships, families, business relationships, relationships with alcohol, relationships with just items, just in general. You have a relationship with anything. I have a relationship with my truck. A lot of owner-operators would tell you they wish they would have cut their relationship with their truck, like the situation with Trucker Brown. I'm sure now, if he goes back hindsight and look at everything that he went through with that red truck, he wish he would probably cut that relationship a little bit sooner. Someone like Party Hard, he look at everything that he went through with Abilene. Maybe he wishes he would have cut that relationship with Abilene a little sooner. Just something like, that's all I'm saying when I say relationship. Okay? So, when you realize, like, that relationship ain't doing nothing, them things ain't doing nothing, and you really decide to cut it off, or you really decide to move away, you just sit back and like, damn, man, I done wasted so much time. Or you're going to realize it, because some of y'all are still holding on to it. You're going to realize you wasted so much time for nothing. Because you already knew what you had to do. It wasn't like you was contemplating it. You knew. You just had to make yourself do it. But when you finally do, gosh almighty. Let's take it away from trucking for a minute. Let's talk about my marriage. My marriage went through some problems because we allowed everyone else in our marriage. I'm talking about people who ain't even married, people who married but aren't happy in their marriage, people who are divorced. We allowed different people in our marriage. We allow different advices in our marriage to give us advice and things to that effect. And what it does is it fucks you up, because now you're not living your marriage or your life or whatever for you. You're doing it based off of information that these people have given you, but you ain't even stopped to think and look at their situation. Of course, someone who's divorced is going to tell you, fuck that hoe. Of course. Because that's what they did, and they happy. But what I'm saying is, man, once you let that shit go, when you let them outside opinions go, and you really start doing what you want to do, big difference, man. Huge difference. When me and my wife did that, took off. Took off, put us in a place of happiness that we haven't felt in years. Years. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because we've done anything different. Not because, you know, my dick ain't get bigger by 5 inches. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. My income hasn't, you know what I'm saying, changed any from trucking. Not that much. It's just that we got down to the meat and potatoes of the situation, and we realized, like, if we gonna stand a chance, we gotta stop. They gotta go, that gotta go, they gotta go, they gotta go, she gotta go, he gotta go. And when we did that, and we eliminated people's access to us in our marriage, night and day. Night and day. And I'm gonna have her come up here. We're gonna talk about it a little bit more, but not too specifically, but night and day. So I say all that to say this, man. You are at a point in your life, if you are new to trucking, or you are new to any career, or you are just at a crossroads where you have recently elevated, or you are in the process of elevating, you're in the process of trying to do better for yourself, you're naturally just going to have that feeling of wanting to hold on to certain people, wanting to hold on to certain things from your past. I'm here to tell you, I'm the first one to tell you, let that shit go. Let them people go. And it's nothing to speak against them. They've done nothing wrong. They're gonna be offended like they did something wrong. They're gonna talk about you. They're gonna feel however they're gonna feel. But at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you. And hanging around unproductive people, hanging around people who ain't got no goals, aspirations, or who ain't trying to better themselves, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. Got nothing to do with how much money they make. Got nothing to do with all the what materialistic things that they may be in possession of. It has everything to do with where they're trying to be. And if they not talking, like if you got people in your corner, if you got people in your circle who ain't trying to do anything remotely close, let's say you want to make $100,000, but your man's want to make $25,000. It's just gonna be real hard for y'all to relate on anything because y'all ain't even chasing. You ain't even close. So the conversation just ain't going naturally. That conversation just won't. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be it's just gonna be a struggle conversation. So now you feel yourself struggling to deal with this person because it's just like, what we talking about? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? You trying to go here, I'm trying to go there. We going different directions. So why are we still trying to hold on to each other? That's, you know what I mean? You gotta let that shit go, man. It's a weight. And I promise you, when you do, it's gonna feel like a weight come off your fucking chest, man. I promise you, it's gonna feel like, damn, why I ain't do this sooner? You know why? Because you felt guilty. You allowed them to make you feel guilty. Because there's people out here that'll make you feel guilty for doing better than them when they had every opportunity to do the same shit that you're doing, and they chose not to. There's a big difference between people out here who can't do nothing to better their situations and who are physically unable or mentally unable or financially unable. But people who have every ability that you have to do it and don't, they can't say shit to you. Because then what's going to turn around is they'll start calling you cocky. They'll start calling you arrogant. I say, look, don't let your insecurity turn my confidence into cockiness. Don't let your insecurity turn my confidence into arrogance. Just because I leveled up, just because I started to think better, do better, be better, but you didn't, it's not my fault that you didn't. Now, I could be an asshole and come up here and be like, man, fuck them anyways, because 9 times out of 10 they was rooting against you, because you'd be surprised how many people in your circle is rooting against you because they want you to stay where they at. You would be surprised how many family members are rooting and praying against you because they don't want to be left behind. It's called a crab in a barrel mentality. You would be surprised. All I'm saying, man, cut them off. We gotta elevate. We gotta do better. Period. Don't be afraid. It's gonna be hard, but all great things in life are hard. Nothing is easy. I told you in another video. There's no such thing as easy money. There's no such thing as anything easy when it's the right thing to do. So that's how I feel about it, man. Let them go. But as always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, trucking. I'm gone.